In this final section, we will learn a little bit more about the option, should you choose to do this, to earn a digital badge or micro-credential for your efforts across this past year in applying the instructional coaching in mathematics. Why might we offer digital badging? A digital badge allows organizations such as Patent to officially recognize individuals for certain competencies and skills that they learn in professional development opportunities. It's a micro-credential that lives on forever. You can add your digital badge to your email signature, the little icon, you can put it right in your email signature. You can reflect it in your resume, you can add it to your portfolio, but it is yours and it will live on forever. Essentially, we are recognizing the efforts that you have put in to apply the impact cycle back at your schools and your districts. So you'll need some information, and again, this is totally optional. You do not have to do the digital badge, but we did want to offer this for those who may be interested. The requirements to earn the digital badge would be attending all 4 days of the instructional coaching, and that is definitely a combination at this point of face-to-face as well as our asynchronous virtual option that we needed to offer at the end of the year. Completing the homework assignments, so those would be your videos where you were applying the impact cycle back at your school or your district, and you were doing some self-reflection as you progress through the impact cycle. And finally, I'll talk a little bit more about the coaching one-page reflection, which is an implementation activity. So you'll need to visit patent.credly.com. You can see the website is there below for your reference. Again, that's patent.credly.com. And when you get to that website, you will need the claim code ICM, short for Instructional Coaching in Math, -1920. That is case sensitive, so it is capital I, capital C, capital M, -1920. That's your claim code. We'll come back to that in a minute. I'll show you what those website pages look like. The first thing you'll want to do is complete your activity requirements. So your final piece or your final artifact will be a one-page reflection. Again, please keep the reflection to 1 page. There are a few elements that you need to include in your reflection. So think about the following items, and we have a rubric over here. We're not grading for spelling, for grammar, just does your reflection contain this information? Please keep in mind that the digital badge will have your one-page reflection kind of nested inside of it. Kind of think of it like an Easter egg. So when you click on that digital badge and it clicks open, you'll find inside this one-page reflection that you've written. So please keep it looking professional. So think about the following things in your reflection. First, how did you integrate principles for evidence-based math strategies and interventions into your role as an instructional coach for math? Thinking along those lines, how did this learning experience benefit teachers to implement effective mathematical practices to support all students, including those students with disabilities and those who have difficulty with math? How did you provide any professional development across the past year, if you had that opportunity, regarding effective math practices to teachers? And maybe that professional development wasn't standing in front of a group, but maybe it was going and modeling a practice, to one teacher at a time. Maybe it was co-teaching with a teacher to help them learn a new strategy. Think about some of those ways that we help others grow through the work of the impact cycle. How did you support teachers through a coaching model with effective mathematical strategies and interventions? And then just kind of sum it up about your own professional learning as a result of completing this work. Again, try and really keep it to 1 page. On the next side, you can see there's reflection criteria. So we'll just kind of review it. Have you mentioned evidence-based math strategies and interventions? What benefits were there for teachers? Are there any professional development opportunities you provided? How did you support teachers through a coaching model? And what is your own professional learning? So in your one-page summary, make sure you're encompassing all of these things. Again, we're not going to edit it for spelling, for grammar, so really try your best. If there's anything missing or anything that maybe needs some more work, we'll reach out to you personally, and we want to make sure that you're successful with this. So we'll reach out to you and work with you on those items. So once you go to the Credly website, the Patent Credly website, you'll see there are a number of different badges. Some of you may have already completed some of the early numeracy badges and have an account and are familiar with how this process works. So if you have already created an account, you can just log in. If this is your first time, you'll see up here, then you'll need to sign up and you'll need to create an account. Once you have that part taken care of, then you'll go here to the math coaching badge and you'll click the little blue box below that says claim. Once you do that, there will be a screen that pops up and it looks like this. So we'll need to refer back to that claim code, and that is capital I, capital C, capital M -1920. And you'll need to have your one-page reflection ready to go and upload. And if you forget by the time you log in, down here we have a helpful little statement. You can access the rubric and click down there and it will have the information for you if you forgot to write your one-page reflection by the time you're ready to claim. Then you'll see these options for attaching evidence. You'll want to attach, you'll use the third one in that looks like a sheet of paper to upload a file, and that will be your one-page summary. We don't want you to upload any of the videos because of the confidentiality of that, so we just want the one-page summary. After you have that uploaded, all you need to do is click Claim Credential, and it will send a message to us that we have someone who's ready to claim a code. We'll pull out the rubric, we'll review your one-page description, we'll also cross-reference and make sure that you participated in all 4 days of the training. And then when you meet those criteria, then we'll issue the badge. And you can tweet that out, you can put that on your email, you can put that in your resume, but again, that's yours and it will live on forever with you. So if you have any questions, Jared Campbell and myself, Erica Caruter, will be reviewing those badges and those submissions. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email either of us, and we look forward to seeing your submissions. Thank you and have a good afternoon.